I just wanted to continue on about the issue of the sexualization of children and looking at what's occurring now with the likes of TV shows, fashion, and even beauty pageants, which are aimed at the very young. If we look at TV shows, the time slots that certain shows are in, instead of being late night, when you expect most children to be in bed, they are now, earlier times. Let's say 8:30. It's supposed to be after 9 o'clock now, what you would consider adult type shows to be on TV. But throw into that consideration that it seems that parents are more fluid about letting their children stay up late, or the children usually have TVs in their own bedrooms. 10 years old and having a TV is not really all that uncommon now. Plus you've got internet access to consider, where TV programs can be streamed onto the net, onto your PC. So that's one issue that's leading to the sexualization of children. And we're seeing this in the behaviour of children, not on the street, but rather behind closed doors. I'm going to put in a film clip. Well, it's not. I'm only going to do a screenshot, and I'll put the audio on, and have a listen.
Hey, it's Kira. I just wanted to know. I have a secret. And nobody knows it. But everybody's gonna find out now. See this? This is my vagina. And these are my boobs. And this is what I do. Oh yeah, and Chanel, Chanel, Shani, Nikki, Shani. It was a orgasmic. I think I'm having an orgasm. Orgasm makes you lose control. Don't what? Orgasm.
So, that's the situation you have. Those two girls, one was aged about 8, the other, let's say, 16. Well, I guess the 16-year-old's probably a babysitter. The 8-year-old girl was the one giving the voiceover, the audio. And you can say, oh, that's kids being kids. But there was the earlier part of the clip, which I could not show you. It was the 8-year-old, naked. She was doing a stripper routine to trashy type music, and it wasn't half-assed, so to speak. You know, she was bucking the hips, she was doing stuff like that. And at 8 years of age, and I believe that's what she is, you know, just my guess. I mean, how long is it going to be before she starts sucking dicks if she isn't already? So this is what the sexualization of children is all about. When you start saying stuff like that, and just let me say this. The following I am about to say is for entertainment and education purposes only. It may or may not have happened. That audio and the clip from which it came was actually on a pedophile site. And there's various... So there's a pedophile site, child pornography. It had various clips. And the clip from what you heard, you know, that was a sample clip. Now, I'm kind of wondering, where did the clip come from? You know, an 8-year-old kid naked doing a stripper routine probably wouldn't last that long on YouTube. And I'm thinking that, you know, whatever video camera was used, that either a relative or a friend or associate, someone to do with either one of those girls, depending on who owned the camera, probably gained access and passed it on. You know, I don't know any YouTube type site, or even indeed any pornography site that would allow that to be played. So the danger to either of those girls would be immediately close. And if there's a pedo relative who happened to have seen the clip, we all know what's going to happen next. So that is only one part of sexualization of children. The second part, you know, I want to go on about is, for some reason, you have the likes of department stores, clothing stores, usually the big chains, who find the need to make catalogues of children posing in their underwear. Now, as far as I'm concerned, underwear is underwear. It's not meant to be seen. It's meant for something that you wear under your clothes. But there's pictures of kids in skimpy underwear. You know, pedos collect these sorts of catalogues and pull their pricks to... Oh, fuck. So, what is the commercial interest in providing these services? So we have that. And in addition, we have the issue of beauty pageants for pre-teens. You know, I'd say it's mostly the United States that does this, but this is starting to spread, where the girls aged under 10 are tarted up with lipstick, makeup, skimpy dresses, in a beauty contest. Why? And you find that the mothers are probably more concerned about their image and themselves rather than that of the child. This is a problem. Children now have a commercial value. Your child's only as good as the money it brings in, as the prizes it wins. And I think back to a murder case concerning a beauty pageant of a 6-year-old girl by the name of John Benet Ramsey, as I remember. I can't remember, but it was, God, so it's close 15 years ago, something like that, which has never been solved. And there's been a lot of suspicion pointed at the mother. So, when you look at third world countries, all the bleeding hearts say, oh, they have all these children because they need a pension. And there is no pension, so they have all these kids who will work and support the parents. But is this not in Western countries now where children are, they're putting beauty contests and all sorts of modelling jobs. It seems that the money gained from such things is more important than the safety of a child. Now, as I understand it, there was a child modelling agency in Russia. So, during the daytime, they'd have the kids modelling clothes, but yet at night time, the same modelling agency was making child pornography. And, did anyone truly not know or not suspect? So, I'll leave it here. But we can see, an acceptance of this sort of stuff, which is, being touted on TV, which the children watch. But, as the television set becomes the parents, rather than the actual parents themselves, we can see a routine that's accepted by society. And a society based on TV shows, slutty celebrities, and basically, encouraging children to be slutty themselves is not a society. It has failed. It's completely dysfunctional. No. It's the commercialism of human life that is the problem. And if pedophiles can cough up cash, it will become acceptable.